Free agency. Free agency is a period in the NBA where players on expiring contracts can test the waters and see what other teams they might be interested in playing for, or if they want to renew their contract with their current team. This past free agency was pretty interesting. Some players moved around, some people got some big contracts, and I'd say it was a pretty entertaining one overall. The player going to be discussing today was offered a $23 million contract from Utah, but it was matched by his original team. And I bring this up because I feel like the general NBA fandom doesn't know a ton about this player, when I think they should. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you guys to Paul Reed, better known as B-Ball Paul. Paul Reed was born on June 14th, 1999 in Orlando, Florida, and he played high school basketball at Wekiva High School. Reed comes from an athletic family, his father playing college basketball at Old Dominion and University of Central Florida and later in Europe, and his uncle, Mike Sims Walker, playing in the NFL. And during his freshman year, he was 6'2", but his growth spurt allowed him to shoot up to 6'8" by his senior year. During his senior year, he averaged 18 points, 11 rebounds, and was named the Central Florida Player of the Year. He received college offers from schools like Kansas State, Rutgers, Murray State, and Clemson, but he ultimately committed to DePaul University. As a freshman, when he came off the bench, he averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds, but towards the end of the season, as he got more minutes, he averaged 6 points and 5 rebounds. The next year, he averaged 12 points and a Big East Conference leading 8.5 rebounds per game, and was even named the Big East Conference Most Improved Player. During his junior year, he had 18 total double-doubles on the season, but was sidelined with a hip injury. Reed decided not to play his senior year, instead opting into the NBA draft, and in 2020, he was picked 58th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers. He started off on a two-way contract where he would play with the Sixers' G League affiliate, the Delaware Bluecoats, where in 2021, he would win G League MVP and Rookie of the Year. That March, the Sixers announced that they converted his two-way contract into a standard, guaranteed NBA contract. In the 22-23 NBA season, he averaged in 11 minutes, 4 points and 4 rebounds, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but he plays much bigger than his stats represent. The reason I'm bringing him up is because in the 22-23 NBA season, he got barely any playing time, which is understandable when you consider that he's backing up one of the best centers in the NBA in Joel Embiid, but unless you watch a lot of Sixers games, you might not know that Doc Rivers, for some reason, has a grudge against Paul Reed. Which I know might sound silly at first, but it seems as though Doc Rivers has a passion for playing old, washed players in front of young, up-and-coming guys, like Paul Reed, instead handing minutes to players like Montrezl Harrell and Paul Millsap. However, now that Doc Rivers is gone, new Sixers head coach Nick Nurse has said that he wants to try to transform Paul Reed into a Pascal Siakam-like player. If you see Paul Reed play, you'll notice pretty quickly that he's a very raw player, he's very unrefined, but his heart is out there, and it could be argued that he has that dog in him. He plays far bigger than his 6'8" stature, snatching up offensive rebounds like nobody's business. He also played a crucial role in the Sixers-Celtics series, though they would eventually lose in 7 games, in Game 1 without Joel Embiid, where he sunk 4 clutch free throws to take the win in Game 1. Although B-Ball Paul's bread and butter has been getting rebounds under the basket, he has shown that he is a capable defender both inside the paint and on the perimeter. He has also shown flashes on the offensive side of the floor, where he has shown he's a capable interior scorer. He has said that this summer he's focusing on his shot mechanics, he's in the gym every day, and Nick Nurse has attested to his work ethic on podcasts.
Glad we have him back. Probably seen him more than anybody. He's one of those guys that's in the gym.
Yep.
I see him in there in the morning when I get in there, and then I'm still in there at night. And he's comes back for a second workout, and great work ethic. We're trying to again work on a few more skills for him. He pretty much just plays off his guts and his heart, and he just plays really hard. And we need to try to get him to advance his skills a little bit, and hopefully he can do that. But he's going to play for us, that's for sure.
And if you don't already love Paul Reed by this point, definitely go check out his Twitter. Over there, he sells his own hoodies for $100 via Twitter DMs, which, I don't know about you, I think that's hilarious. And you know what? I gotta respect the grind. They come in many colors, having an out the mud text on the front, so if you want to hit up Mr. Reed for one of those hoodies, I'm sure he'd appreciate it. I'm excited for this upcoming season. I really can't wait to see what he can do, see how his shot improved, and see if he can be the stretch four that the Sixers really need. And that just about does it for me. I hope you guys have a great day. Consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.